right, guys, welcome to LD Podcast, episode 11 or 10. I don't know what it is anymore at this point.
Don't even count. Don't even count.
No. Got a special guest today. This is my longest, bestest, most cockiest motherfucking friend I've ever had. I've known him. This is my oldest friend. I've known him since I was 11 years old. He beats the shit out of me. He tries to one-up me in everything I ever did. Football. He got me introduced to football. All these fucking injuries, all his fault. But yeah, he helps fix my injuries. A few episodes ago, I had about my tired, broken body. He's the one that fixed my back. He's the one that put this big-ass scar in the back with going through a damn window.
This is the longest introduction ever.
And he's also an asshole, people. Welcome, Michael Lee.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, wave to the audience. He's waving right now.
I'm waving to everybody.
Yeah, he got a big head too. No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, Michael.
What's up, man?
Mike. I call you Mike. You're a massage therapist, medical massage therapist.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I'm a medical massage therapist. What that means to me is that any medical condition that someone has, as a therapist, I can adapt to it. Whether it be cancer, whether it be TMJ related, whether it be post-surgery, pre-surgery, whatever. As a medical massage therapist, I am just, again, adapting to any situation. So that's what that is to me.
And how long have you been practicing?
I've had my current business for 4 years. I've been practicing massage therapy for 19 years. Give or take on a few women or two. Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
And a few what?
On a few women. You know, that's minor detail. That's next episode.
Yeah. So I remember back when we were like 18, 19, 20 years old, when you were like going to school and you started doing your own thing. You didn't have no business cards, no flyers. You didn't have someone like going out there to like market you. You know, I think was it like a year or two before we saw the movie Hitch with Will Smith, and you're like, I'm gonna take the Hitch approach.
Right. Yeah. Well, because I was illegal, so couldn't put myself out there and let people know. But because my skills were so good, people just started, sharing my info with people. So, and I think that's the best marketing is not marketing and allowing people to market for you.
Word of mouth,
right? It's perfect advertisement. But then I had to keep it low. You had to keep, to make money on the side and get your hustle on, and it worked. So
yeah, but you were getting like phone calls left and right. I remember when I came stay with you like years later, I was like, "What the hell is this shit, man?"
Yeah. I was running a trap house at the time, so it was perfect. No, again, you got to lay low. I mean, shit. When the Fed's coming after you, because you're doing massage on the side and you didn't have. Okay, here's the truth. Here's the absolute truth. So, like when I went back to massage school, I wasn't able to get my license yet because of some drama with my baby mama. So I had to wait. So yeah, I had to wait till actually some things cleared up before I could get my license. But that didn't stop me from being a massage therapist. So I said, fuck her, and I'm going to do my thing, for my son, and, establish myself as a massage therapist. I wasn't a medical massage therapist yet. I was just massaging. It was all intuitive. I really wasn't into like the body. I just went and I just did my thing, and it worked out really, really well. So at the time, back in like 2008 up to about 2011, I think I had about, on the side, about 70 clients from like my regular job. So I just did my thing,
That's a lot of clients on the side.
Yeah.
How many you got today?
I have over 300 today. Yeah, and climbing. So it's just me.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of
too
skin.
many body. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got 2 nice cars and you're doing big things.
Hey man, I got a half a car
Oh shit!
And
What the fuck?
yeah, a smart car. I don't got 2 cars.
Oh yeah, the smart car.
I don't know who's listening out there. So
he got the little smart car people.
Yeah.
And it's not
What?
It wasn't even brand new.
I'm selling it. I'm like, I'm gonna get a bike. I'm in a bike.
Yeah, because he's about to move down the street, people, and be right next to his office
for sure. So 2 minutes away from my office. So
he's gonna start running and jogging and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that stuff.
So when it comes to massage therapy, like what drove you to that field?
So crazy story. So as you know, we graduated 2002, and so about 2 weeks after I graduated, my mom passed away. Right, so I did not know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go. The world just became so big, and I just remember like it was yesterday, because it really feels like yesterday. And so anyway, so I was feeling bad and just kind of down out, and a friend of mine, his parents were moving up to Las Vegas from Bullhead City, Fort Mojave area, and they said, "Hey, don't stay here. Why don't you come with us? Come up to Vegas with us." So I said, fine, that's whatever. They said, you don't have to go to school. You don't have to do anything. You just have to come up to Vegas, and you'll figure it out. So I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I had nothing to lose. My friend was like half black. His dad was black, so I figured I was like slightly safe to some degree. So anyways, I came up here, and, maybe like a week into it, my friend's parents were like crazy Christians. Like they were insane. They were like, you need to go to church. You need to do this. You need to do that. I'm like, wait, what?
You got to join this cult? What the fuck?
Like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are the ones that like asked me to come up here. I told you I wasn't ready to go to school because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And they're like, well, if you want to live here, you got to go to school. You got to go to church. You got to get a job. I'm like, what? So I didn't have anywhere to go at the time because Ernest and I were fighting still from high school at a point.
He was an asshole, like I said.
So I didn't have anywhere to go. So I was like, fine. So I remember the Yellow Pages, for all you young folks out there, was a big ass book of numbers. So I grabbed the Yellow Pages, and I said, well, I'm going to close my eyes, and whatever this opens up, that's what I'm going to do. And they said, you can't be serious. This is your life. I said, well, no. I said, you're forcing me to do something that I don't want to do. I said, and I have no other choice, right? You're telling me if I don't do this, then I can't live here. So I closed my eyes, opened up the book, and then I opened my eyes and I said, oh, looks like I'm going to be a massage therapist. And so they were like, you can't be serious. Like, this is your life. I said, no. So I called and enrolled in school that day. And then first day of class, I was naked. So I fell in love with my body, and, that was great. I mean, I fell in love with the art of massage therapy that first day. So
my first class, I was naked. I fell in love. What the fuck? You were naked?
Yeah. So, you kind of like the school that I went to, which was Nevada School of Massage Therapy, which is no longer.
Because everyone was naked first day.
Well, no. You got to massage naked, right? So the first day of class, they said, hey, look, we're just going to get right into it. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, then this really isn't for you. So we're all going to get naked. I mean, we didn't it wasn't like a cult. There was no orgies, none of that stuff.
Too bad.
No, trust me, you didn't want it. So it was, it was cool. It was, I mean, I was 18. I had a nice body, so I didn't care. Like, whatever. But it was great. It was, so I got naked. So, everyone just started working on each other. And so it was great. And I just fell in love with massage. And I was just really, really intuitive, in it. And I understood just the body, but not on an anatomical sense, just, again, how it worked. And I incorporated music with it. And I love to massage to certain musics. And, for years, I designed this playlist that was specific to massage therapy and how it made me feel more so that way I can tap into, massaging, if you will, and just create a better experience for my client, but also for myself. I mean, because, it's not, one thing people don't realize, it's not just about the client, right? It's about you as a therapist, connecting, with said client, and enjoying that experience, right? So, I can massage to anything, Marilyn Manson, I can massage to whatever, as long as I connect with it, I feel it. So that really helped me out a lot, getting through certain sessions, if you will.
Yeah, but I remember back then that your like music, your whole life started changing. You started becoming like you were always health conscious. You started becoming more like a health person all around. Like seriously, like your music alone. You're just playing your massage music playlist, and you're like Mike's Massage. And I was like, what the fuck is this? You got me listening to that shit, and to see people know he's updated that list over the years because I lost my iPhone got stolen. And he had the whole list, and he gave me all the songs, and I downloaded every fucking thing. What is it like? Fucking how many songs is it? It's a shit ton now.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's way too much. Yeah. Back then it was like 25, 30 songs. Now it's like.
And it's not your typical like massage music where you hear fucking waterfalls and shit, which is stupid. By the way,
none of that shit.
I think that is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, none of that shit.
Rocks falling and all that kind of like who the fuck wants to listen to rocks fall?
Yeah.
But it's very down tempo. It's just a mixture of things. But everything that I listen to with massage therapy, again, it's just more of that mental connection for me, and I know that my client somehow is going to gravitate towards like. Whatever's playing, whether it connects with them spiritually, emotionally, whatever. Yeah,
because your music list that you made over these years, it be giving me to like that Zen feeling. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Like I be feeling amazing. I'm over here like man, especially when I'm at like just chilling at night after like a hard day of work. I don't listen all the time because it's not for like every day for me, but it's like shit. Man, fuck this. I'm going to sleep good tonight. I'm going to feel good tomorrow. I'm going to do 1,000 push-ups tomorrow. I don't know. You just feel so damn good.
Slightly excessive, but yeah. Yeah, no, like that. And again, that's, I created it because, for massage therapy, but for me, whether I was going through something or, I just kept adding it to the list and, music is important, it's important, in your life in general, it's what we go to. It's our release, and music is very, very important to me in general. Yeah. So,
yeah. And I remember when, we were kids. Every song that came on the radio, you're singing along with it. Yeah. Like really, we're fresh out of high school. The song comes on, current song or old song, you're still singing the lyrics with it. I'm like, how the fuck do you know the words to every fucking song, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember one time, like, different genres, too. Different fucking genres.
Right.
I remember we went to the mall, and, we're just, like, walking around, and you start singing this shit. I'm like, you singing? You're like, oh, you don't hear it? I'm like, start listening. How the fuck you know this? You're like, it sucks knowing every fucking song, every word. I'm like,
yeah. It's,
oh, my God, how the fuck?
It's crazy when you start singing instrumental. That's when you know you're the man, so you can
you the man.
Start singing instrumental, hit those keys. No, again, music, like I said, music is my thing, my go-to. It was my escape. So when I was when I lived in Boston, I used to rollerblade heavily, aggressive skate, if you will.
Back when it was cool.
Yeah, back when it was cool, and it still is cool. So fuck all y'all who don't think rollerblading is.
Well, it just seems cool. Like when the Masters came out, say rollerblading is not cool no more. It's like everybody just fucking took the rollerblade and threw them in the ocean, denied the whole thing, like it never happened, like a bad dream.
Yeah, and I think that's really shitty because it takes a lot of like talent to skate. And
yeah.
So that was my escape from Boston because I hated Boston. I hated living in Boston. It's like the most fucking racist city ever. I just hated it. It's so very close-minded. I mean, it might have changed now, maybe, but probably not. So I would skate around, and I had this big-ass Discman, and I would like listen to like techno music and just get lost, in the city and, jump off shit and just to skate. So, that's why I started just like listening to like everything. I always say that we live in a world. We don't live in one place. So why not experience as much as you can? I agree. Really important to me.
I agree. So, I mean, you're the one that was talking shit to me about getting into football.
I don't always talk shit.
Oh, excuse me. He was the one that was encouraging me to play football. And I was like, nah, fuck this. And then I went for it one day. And this me speaking of football, your whole life used to be football.
Yeah.
You were like a receiver, the NBA or NFL one day.
Right.
Gonna go hard, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And now you are some big shot fucking massage.
I know. Yeah, because I appreciate my body. So no, for football, I wanted to play. I really wanted to play, and shitty story, but so I was requested to make a video for a scout for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and when I was about 22, I think it was, and he wanted me to put on like 15 extra pounds of muscle and create this video. So I did. I put the weight on, and I created this video, and I sent it over to him, and he came back and he said everyone was really excited about it, but because I hadn't played ball in such a long time from high school, because I kept moving back and forth, he wanted me to join the Las Vegas Arena League, and he had talked to the coach, and the coach was waiting for my call, and I was to go there and play for like a year just to develop some film to see how I did, and so I was pretty excited about it, actually, because I was like, oh man, it's my big shot, right?
Yeah.
And to go from not really playing ball to all of a sudden like an opportunity just like that, like to have a scout just say, hey, random guy, make a video for me. We just I like your poise. I like how you carry yourself, right? Which is poise. So anyways, so I made that. I made the video. Everything was great. And then my son's mom, right, says to me one day as I'm getting ready to go to the gym, I don't want you to be famous. And I was like, what? Like, this is what? This is for us. Well, I was thinking like we're fine. Like, you don't have to be famous. Like, you don't need to be famous. And I was like, so you don't want me to play football? And she was just like, no, like we'll be fine. And, I listened to her. And cause I loved her so much. And so I said, okay, I won't do it. And, I don't know if I know you're listening and you think I have regret in my voice. I don't regret it, but I do think about it and, what it could have been. Right. But where I am today, I would never change it, like, at all.
Right. Because for this to happen, that had to happen.
That had to happen.
And, yeah.
Right. And I was pretty sure that I could have had a pretty good career in football. But, whatever. So I was driven for, a future family and the love of her. And, again, she's my ex now, so you can do the math on that. But, it was, I don't know, but it was an opportunity that I can actually talk about and share with people and say, hey, back in the day, I was asked to do this, so.
Yeah. Because you were the man back then when it came to football. Because you were playing wide receiver, and I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like I never had and you'll hear people say this all the time, I felt like I never had the shot that I deserved back then. And I feel like I didn't. Like, I had asthma. I was pretty fast, in my opinion. I was pretty fast.
You were fast and quick and so fucking athletic.
And I just felt like I didn't have the opportunity that I should have had. But that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's a small town. You know what I mean? There's got to be, your typical jocks, and that everyone goes to, and whatever.
And the coaches there, they used to like to stick to their go-to guys. They were more closed-minded to like new talent. Even if you were like known, let's go with our
normal.
Yeah, it's all like, hey, but what about? And that went to the different sports as well. Because I remember basketball, they did the same damn shit. It was like, what the fuck you doing? The starters,
exact people.
Yeah, starters are in from the fucking opening second to the last fucking second. Oh, excuse me, the last 10 seconds. Then they bring in the second string. It's like, what the fuck you doing?
Right.
Like, you guys are stupid.
When second string had like the most heart out of everybody. So
yeah, and plus fresh lungs.
And fresh lungs, exactly.
It's like, you guys are idiots.
And I think that's a shitty thing. So when I got the opportunity to make that tape for the Steelers, I went back to high school, right, and talked to our coach and said, hey, look, like, this is what's going on. And, and the question he asked me was, well, why you? I don't know, motherfucker. Like, who cares? Like,
I got this opportunity.
This is an opportunity, right? But there was jealousy behind it. That why you, and that still stands with me today. Like, I hear it, right? It's so super fresh. And, I asked for help. I said, hey, coach, I really want to do this. Like, I want to put this together. And, I know I haven't played in a while and, in a long time actually, but I can do this, if you just give me like the structure, like show me the structure to do this. Oh yeah. I'll put it together and I'll put it together. Just, call me in about a week. I'll have everything for you. And, so I called him in a week and never heard from him again. He never returned my calls or nothing. So I just want to say, fuck you, coach. You can kiss my ass. Cause at the end of the day, I didn't fucking need you. So,
right.
But yeah, your jealousy is what fueled me to be better. Your question of why you, well, yeah, cause it's me, motherfucker. It's me. So, yeah, this has been riled up for a little bit in my heart. It's coming out now. I don't care. But
these dark feelings from like 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I don't care shit. Like, one day you're gonna go on YouTube and you're gonna find this shit. You're gonna randomly put in Michael fucking Lee and it's gonna come up on YouTube and you're gonna see this shit. And I wanna say fuck you.
Then he's gonna research you and be like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's gonna see like, oh shit, is that a fucking empire in fucking medical massage and all the other shit he's working on?
You're gonna see it all, And
then he'll link to me. He's like, oh, I like that guy. But he was always a fucking asshole. Yeah. Hey, coach.
Yes, for sure.
Was that the little coach?
Bauer? Yeah, it was. It was Coach Bauer.
Yeah, Coach Bauer. People. He was about 5'6".
Right.
He looked like he was a junior, and he used to love to scream.
Yeah,
he screamed.
Napoleon complex.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I didn't have a problem with Coach. I never had a problem with Coach. But if you really understand the dynamic of a small town and where you fit in, right? Yeah. As a minority, where you fit in. Yes, I'm going there. Where you fit in as a minority.
It's a white town, y'all. They hate fucking minorities like us.
Yeah. So you have your privileged people, and I'm not talking about like white. Well, I guess I am talking about white privilege because essentially, it's like town privilege. Like your family's known here, so we're going to put you over here. Your brother's been in here and, he went to this school and all this other bullshit. And so, I feel like a lot of kids suffer from that shit. They get looked over, and they're like a better talent than, these kids coming out. They don't necessarily have the heart, that, say one of, like we did.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just, I just think that's really, really shitty. So if you're out there, anyone that's out there who's a coach and that someone's better than your son, or that someone's better than like the person that's well known in the community, like give that kid a shot. You're not losing anything. You're going to be a better person. You're going to be a better coach, by recognizing real talent, So I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
don't be a Coach fucking Bauer. That's all I'm saying.
The only ones I saw that actually got a shot that were like, I guess you could say outsiders, is if they needed the positions filled.
Right.
Or those outsiders came in, they were like getting in with the popular crowd. It was like a fucking popularity contest. It was like, what the fuck? But then again, it was high school. And it's like, at the same time, is this the best guy for the job, for that position?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, maybe he was.
Right.
At different times. But it also was like, what about the second string, the original second string?
Right.
Look at the pros. The pros are always like switching. I think the pros actually do a little worse sometimes. We'll take a NFL. I forgot what team it was. Oh, it was a Raider. This is years ago, people. The fucking starter, the quarterback got hurt.
Right.
Instead of putting in the second string, who was a good quarterback, and then they got the third string. I think his name was Bowler at the time. He was okay, but never got any fucking play time. So, starter gets hurt. Instead of bringing in their fucking second string, they traded their fucking starter that got hurt. And it's not like this is a career-ending injury. No, he just got hurt.
Right.
They traded that. They got someone new. And he became the fucking starter right there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is this shit? You're not even give the fucking your guys, like, this is the team. This is our guys. Like, And you know, and if any of you guys know how football is, when you're playing football, you become like a fucking family.
Right.
Everyone's like so fucking tight that camaraderie. You're like, oh, this is
Until you graduate high school.
until you graduate high school, and everyone says,
And
"Fuck
motherfuckers don't
you.
know you."
You're a fucking beaner," and it's like, what?
Yeah, you went from being like the cool kid to being like the N-word all of a sudden. Like, wait, what? I thought we grew up together. You
Yeah.
know? So,
Yeah.
oh man, I never liked you in the first place. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
look, my family's gonna need a new fucking landscaping garden brought in soon. You know, get to that.
All the minority shit comes out, right?
It's like, you fucking cocksuckers can go to hell.
yeah, it's pretty.
Like, you're not allowed to say that shit.
It's rough. It's rough.
It was rough. It was funny as hell. But you know what? I thought was great was one guy. He joined the military because he went into a junior college. He didn't get to the university he wanted to.
Right.
He went to junior college for football. 2 of them. They didn't last. Well, I'm sure you know who it is, but
Yeah.
we'll talk more after. But they didn't make it. They got dropped in junior college.
Right.
They couldn't cut it. I mean, it's sad to say, but they couldn't cut it. And because, football in college is hard. And especially from what I've heard from coaches and teachers that did it.
Right.
They're like, hey, the way this works, this is a year-round thing. It's a lot of meetings, a lot of training, a lot of hard work.
Right.
And you got to be committed 100%. No, I'm not saying that you or me couldn't do it because, I feel like when you and me, we're always doing shit, we're always 100%, 110% in.
Right.
But these guys, they just couldn't cut it. They were used to that babying, that pampering.
Of course.
So they got reality check in junior college.
Yeah. It took one black guy to blow him away.
I'm not going to say that.
all it
But
takes.
probably.
So, yeah, no, that's what it was.
So they joined the military. One of them did.
Right.
And obviously the war on terror was going on at the time. And he was on the helicopter. He wasn't like fighting combat like up front. He
Right.
became what was it? It's like a paramedic type guy.
Yeah.
So guys are injured, comes in a helicopter, starts shooting, grabs the guys, tries to get them on a helicopter, flies away.
Right.
He came back from the military after he got out, and obviously it's like, okay, you're a medic. Okay, so you're gonna become a paramedic. He said, fuck that. I don't want to do that shit.
Right.
Why not? That's your fucking thing. You went to college for that shit in the military. He was all like, I seen too much blood. So I saw him. He was doing construction cleanup, a little like side hustle that he was doing with his family. Just something to do. Doesn't want to go get a job at McDonald's, reading that shit. He wanted to try to be productive. But I saw him one day, talked to him, complete changed man.
Yeah.
Very humble. He was always nice to me once he saw that I played football, but very humble,
Right.
very welcoming, and he was hardworking. Not in a football like sense, but just hardworking in life. Like,
Right.
this is what I gotta do. And I was just like, I think for him, not making the university or junior college was the best thing ever happened to him because it made him become like a real person. Like, you know what? I like that guy. And
Right.
I check his social media once in a while just to see like, what's he up to? Oh shit, he's doing good. Him and his family are doing good. Great. I like to see that. But fuck,
Yeah.
could you imagine someone like that could have went to the university, superstar, NFL super, you would have a real fucking dick right there. Like, this guy does not deserve this shit. He's a fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, I mean, death, seeing death changes a lot of things for you perspective-wise. I mean, shit was still handed to him. So, I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, he's a fucking changed man. Like, fuck that shit. If you're so scared about seeing too much blood, like, that means you can't bear to see your wife on her period. So, I mean, that's just me. Whatever. Like, man up,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. So,
Man up, go down on her still. Don't be afraid.
yeah, earn your Red Wings. Like, be real about it. No, I don't. I eat my steaks medium fucking rare. Like, who cares? It's very graphic.
Not graphic.
No. I feel like, yeah, we go through life and things change us, but you're still that fucking pompous ass motherfucker in high school. I don't give a shit what you've been through. You still are the same way. You don't fucking change, right? Like, no. Because,
Well, you've changed.
no, I have not changed.
Oh, so you still,
I haven't been.
You're still
I just make a lot more fucking money. So
so you're still a prick.
I'm still the same person. Johnny Luer always says, I've known you since elementary school. He goes, the one thing about you is that you've never fucking changed. You still talk shit. You're still there for your friends. You're the same person. You just make a lot more fucking money now. Exactly. Like, you don't have to, like, Don't get me wrong. People do reform, if you will.
Like me, I've changed a lot.
You kind of changed. I mean, I think you changed before and then you came back. And then I feel like you were back to where you were before.
I think I was more of a big softy.
This is my perspective. So, so I think that you went through change and then you went through life and then you came back and found yourself, right? You're a good person. When you're a good fucking person. You don't have to change, right?
I was always a great person.
The one thing about good people is that we go through some shit, right? And people just continuously put us through bullshit. And they test us and test us and test us. And then the moment we're slightly out of our normal character, we're the craziest fucking person in the world, right? Pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so angry. Like, what the fuck? Like, how much of this bullshit do I need to take? So anyways, but yeah, like,
worked up.
But then, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, man, hitting some trigger points. That's another massage therapy reference. So anyways, yeah, I just feel like you just don't really... You really don't change if you don't fucking have to. Like, if you're born and you're a good fucking person, you come from, right from wrong. Everyone knows right from wrong. All right. So when you're an asshole, like in high school, and you're always going to be that asshole. You know what I mean? And I don't give a fuck if you went through something. You're always going to be that asshole to me. Because if you never apologize to me from the bullshit you did in high school, and I'm supposed to all of a sudden forgive it because I seen you at a 10-year reunion and you were like, hey, remember me? Fuck you. Like, the first thing out of your mouth should be, I apologize for the bullshit that I did. Because guess what? That shit lives on with people. Right. And whether people want to admit it or not, it's stored in their body. Right. Like, we take it and we store it. And we put it over here. We put it in our kneecap, right? And then when you're fucking 50 years old, you got kneecap issues, and you're fucking wondering why. Your fucking knees don't work, right? And it could have been because that guy in fucking high school, made fun of you or
Let's
whatever.
Call him Tom. Fuck Tom.
Yeah, like it could have been Tom. So for all the Toms out there, I apologize.
No, fuck that. Fuck you guys. Ooh.
Fuck all Toms. No, so I don't know. Call me bitter or whatever, but I'm just being a realist in this. Like, I don't really fucking believe that.
No, I see what you mean, because I was an asshole in high school. I was a nice guy. I got along damn near everybody. But for some fucking reason, I got this reputation now that I'm an asshole. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm a nice guy in the world. They're like, you're a dick. I'm like, no, I'm not. But I think what it is, because when I'm joking around people, I talk some mad shit. Well, I talk mad shit, but I say it in a joking perspective because I'm not serious. I'm not going to these people. We'll say, Tom, you know what, Tom? You look stupid. You have a stupid fucking style the way you dress. But I'm just playing now. I'm just messing with you, man. We're just jiving, just fucking around.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm so nice. I'm not out to hurt anybody. Bullying people? Fuck that. I don't bully people.
Well, these people also, they're your friends, but they haven't seen you like grow up. So they really don't know how you were before. They're just like, oh, this guy's a dick. He could be an asshole when he wants to, but he's also nice. But he's also,
yeah.
But who wants to be a nice dick, right? Like, that's kind of weird.
But then, people I don't really know, like at work, for instance, they're like, oh, hey, this is so. Just give them a nod and then turn around and walk away. It's not that I don't like that person. I don't want to get to know you. I already have enough friends in my life. Hey, my name is Georgie. Georgie. Go talk to fucking Eddie over there. I ain't got time for your shit. All right, yeah. I mean, that's just me. I got time to talk to new people. I already have enough friends. I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but it's like, look, I don't want to know you.
Yeah, that's more fucking Christmas presents. You worry about more birthdays. I don't want to fucking know anyone else. Fuck that. That's why my circle became a dot, actually, of friends. You know what I mean? Like, how many fucking people do you need to know? Yeah. Like, seriously, like, how many people do I need to know and that are my friends? I mean, okay, hear me out for a second. Most of my clients are actually like my friends. Like, we talk, they're like my best friends, actually, they're part of that group. And we talk, they text me all the time. My clients have a lot of access to me. 24/7. They ask me, advice about health, and, we feed off of each other and give each other advice about life things. And that's the beauty of it, right? Like, That's the beauty. It's just beautiful. But I'm not going out and like, hey, like every person that I see, you know, again, going back to massage, it's an intimate experience. And so, you know, people are taking their freaking clothes off in front of you. Okay, scratch that. Not in front of you, okay, because I don't run that type of environment. So they're taking off their clothes. They're taking off their clothes and they're naked underneath the sheet. So they're naked, so they're vulnerable, right? So in your vulnerability, you're gonna talk. You know, one of the rules in massage therapy is like you cannot have a relationship with your client, whether it's friendship or whatever. That's bullshit. Someone is again naked and they're talking to you and they're seeking your help, right? And you're healing and you're not supposed to say anything to them, you know. And my clients, I've been working on them for 10 plus years, you know. The fuck, like that's the stupidest thing.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Over time, they've become my friends, you know, and we, like I said, we're there for each other. So, you know, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not going out seeking fucking friends. I think that's fucking bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, but also plus as them being your clients, you know their body. So when they say, hey, man, like me, for instance, when I threw my back out, that was completely new to me. First time I went to, obviously it was you, but it's like, what the fuck is going on? And you fixed me. And then you also went to my knee and my ankle, the bad one. They're both bad, but the bad one. And I was like, holy shit. But yeah, but you already knew. That's why you went for it. You're like, well, you probably see it too because you see shit that the naked eye of a normal person doesn't see. But yeah, you went for all that shit, fix it all. And you know what? My fucking knee and my bad ankle have been feeling pretty fucking good.
Right.
And I hate that shit because you're fucking right.
I did not pay Ernest to say that. So
yeah, and he didn't. But then again, he didn't have me pay him to fix me.
Correct. Yes.
But then again, I know him for like 30 plus fucking years. So
yeah,
I think we've done favors for each other enough to be past that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. But if he didn't fix my back that one day, then I probably would have taken a week off of work.
Right.
And that week of work was rough. It was a rough week. I ain't gonna lie. But I was way, way better because of what you did.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. Oh, and we have one guy at work. He couldn't work. He was on light duty. Right. I was like, what's wrong, man? Oh, my calf is sore.
My calf. My pinky. That's like the NFL, right? Like, remember, like, motherfuckers were breaking their ankles and still going out and playing on stubs. And then now, today's game, motherfuckers, like, spraying a fucking pinky and they're out for 4 months. Like, fucking man up. Like, what the fuck? Pop that shit back in and get back into the game. Like, you're getting paid. I don't feel sorry for you, like, at all. If there's any football players out there, I don't feel fucking sorry for you.
Me neither.
At all. Bro, you're getting paid $30 million a year, right, to play a game. Okay? You're not saving anyone's lives. I don't give a fuck how many charitable contributions you do. You're not doing shit. Okay? You're playing the game of fucking football. A game, right? And it's not even a grown man's game. It's a child game because we all started when we were children. Yeah. So you're playing a game. You're not doing anything. So I don't feel sorry for you. I don't give a fuck about how you want your more money or you want this is bullshit. Like, such stupid shit. All right. Like, people are, I don't know. Like, I was during the whole pandemic, the fact that these motherfuckers were out getting $100 million contracts when people were sitting here suffering, right? Not making any money at all, you know, wondering if they're going to have enough food, you know, and they're over here like, oh, I didn't get enough. I didn't get paid. I'm not getting paid. And my contract's not coming through and having contract disputes. Like, what the fuck? Like, let's take a look at that for a second and where we are as a society when we glorify that shit. Yeah, right? I think it's bullshit. People are suffering, right? The one thing about last year was, well, even still now, but more so last year when we were on lockdown, we're all in the same boat. All of us, we're all in the same boat. Like, the world fucking stops. Like, grasp that for 1 second. The world stopped. And we were all, it didn't matter if you're rich or not, right? Mm-hmm. But if you really look at what happened, look how much more rich people got, right? The rich got, you know? Like, how are you signing contracts when there's no money? When no one's buying tickets, no one's whatever, but you're signing all these fucking contracts, making all this fucking money, and where I'm supposed to look up to you? Like, if that's not some type of fucking mental slavery, I don't know what the fuck is. Like, that's just disgusting to me. So I know there's football fans out there, and again, I used to be a football fan back in like the '90s when it was like amazing, but I don't watch it anymore. I can't even like compute. Like it doesn't even make sense to me. Like I don't look up to these people. I think they should be doing more with society, and giving back more. I don't know. It's just disgusting.
No, I understand because I don't watch football anymore either, for many reasons. But that's not as I don't feel as strong as you do on that subject. But at the same time, it's like
but go fuck yourself then.
I don't. I don't watch. But then look at professional MMA fighters. In the regional circuits, they're getting paid fucking chump change.
Okay,
but it's all that passion,
right?
Just like back in high school football, or just high school sports and period.
Right.
Like all the talent is not there. It's just passion for the sport. You love this game so much and you just go for it.
But you gotta make a living though, right?
True. That's why you see in college, a lot of these guys, the skill's better, or the talent's better, but obviously the skill gets better, but it's like when the guys get to the professional level, it's like, let's not get hurt now. Let's just ease through and go through emotions.
It's like
come on, man.
It's like The Expendables 2. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, the first one was fucking amazing, right? And then those motherfuckers made a lot of money and got better distribution. And then they were fucking wearing fucking pea coats and shit in the second one and not getting hurt. Like, what the fuck?
Well, in defense for the first one, Sly did kind of fracture his neck, and the second one he didn't want to do this shit again.
Yeah, but it was tough because they made the first one like they were never going to make another one, right? The budget was very low, right? It wasn't the same.
It was a shit too,
right? And it was amazing because they put their all into it, and then guess what? You make a fucking couple $100 million. Now you're like, well, I really don't want to jump off that boat. Like, no, motherfucker, jump off that boat because that's what made the success of the first one. Like, why change it? And everyone knows the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Like, just be real. That's why I like, speaking of movies, that's why I like The Raid 1 and 2. Like,
yeah, this was make part 3 to continue to close it. Hey,
he said he's not going to do it.
No,
the director. Yeah, he said he's not going to do it.
God, it was.
That's what he said. I read it. That's what he said.
I would love to see it just to come conclusion.
I mean, I think A Night Comes for Us was like the conclusion of that in a weird way. Even though it was like completely different characters, but still.
But all the same actors.
All the same actors, same fucking crazy action. I would think I got my fix for that.
Now I got to see them. What's it called?
A Night Comes for Us.
Yeah, you
it's like
send me a link for
the
that
most fucking graphic movie ever. It's on Netflix.
Even worse than The Raid.
Even way worse. Yeah, you never seen that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys had not seen The Raid, what's it called? The Raid Redemption, right?
Or The Raid Redemption, and then Raid 2.
Yeah. What the fuck country is that from?
Indonesia, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Indonesian fucking film. These fucking movies are unbelievable. Just Google top action movie ever, and they come up. They really do. A list. But no, seriously, like go if you're at Netflix. Everyone has Netflix. Watch A Night Comes for Us. Like it's fucking crazy. You'll be like, holy shit. More crazy than.
Yeah, like for sure. Like a lot of blood. But I'm sure that paramedic won't be able to watch it because he's a pussy. So just throwing it out there.
Like I say, he's a pussy, but
just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there.
So, yeah.
Somehow this is gonna reach him, and he's gonna seek redemption.
Whatever.
He's gonna seek redemption. Motherfucker, call me a pussy. You know what? It's not the first time.
If I didn't say a name, then you don't know. So if you assume, then you're a pussy.
True.
Yes.
But then that's gonna be like 40 fucking people come after us. Next reunion. How do you go to the first one?
We didn't even have one.
No, we did.
No, we didn't.
It was like 8. It was like a few years put together.
But no one came. No one went. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
No one was gonna go. See these fake ass people. Oh hi. Oh my gosh. You've changed, and all these motherfuckers are talking on Facebook. Matter of fact, why even have a reunion when everyone fucking returned back to the same town? Like, seriously. I think there's like a handful of people that do not live there anymore.
I think that's pretty true.
But everyone else returned. So, Why have a reunion?
Yeah,
I mean, just go to the damn
Most of them assholes fucking get together on fucking
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers still having kids together.
yeah.
Like
Fucking,
having babies at the same time. Like it's quite insane.
they're
Actually.
like, wow, you had a kid with her? Man, I remember I was with her and I had a kid with her first. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, just swab and spit. Like that's all it is. Just pass that shit back and forth.
They love that shit over there.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, hey, you know what? All power to you. The one thing about Bullhead City, I have to say, is that it is very easy to live in. You can get a job the same day. You can go out there. You can do your shit, you know, and it's easy. I said it. It's easy. Like, you know, and that's great. Like, if you feel comfortable there, you're having fun, and that's your lifestyle, that's great. But it's hard out here. You know, seriously, it's hard. You know, I say Vegas, I call Vegas, I said, if you can survive the Vegas demon, then you can leave Vegas anytime you want to. And everyone knows what that is. When you first come to Vegas and you get like lost in the lights and the fun of Vegas, and then Vegas will take you for a spin, right? You will go through every up and down that you've ever known. And the question is, can you make it? Can you push yourself through it? Once you get there and you get to that point where you're like, fuck yeah, I survived this shit, then you can leave. Like, it's like being lost in like a fucking labyrinth or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so crazy because I feel like time in Vegas like kind of stops, you know, it really does. You just 10 years can go by. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't even like, that's insane, you know? But then again, you look at what you've gone through and what Vegas as a whole puts you through. It's some tough shit. It really is. And it's not cut out for everybody. That's why a lot of motherfuckers leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They lost so much shit. And if you can get through this, oh my gosh, like you can make it anywhere in the world because you get everything here. You get every walk, every type of person here. Everything, you know,
so many different cultures and backgrounds. You're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And then the crazy thing is there is no culture here. That's the shitty part.
Its own culture.
There's no culture here. Like there's different cultures, but like it's not like when I was growing up in Boston, it was you know, we had the West Indie Festival and we had the Puerto Rican. I love my Puerto Ricans. God damn. We had the Puerto Rican festival.
The women.
Oh my gosh. Fucking amazing. Anyways, that was amazing. But culture, everyone was a part of that culture. And I really just feel like we don't have it here. You know, we have different cultures that are, you know, pretty awesome here, but just the vibe is different. You know, you can barely even say hi to your neighbor without them like looking at you kind of weird or, you know, I don't know. It's just too much. It's just,
well, you know, my own defense, when like neighbors say hello to me, I say hello. I'm kind, but for the most part, I look away from them. I ain't trying to talk to nobody.
yeah, because
It's just that I got no time. I'm sorry.
well, you got time. It only takes 2 seconds to say hi.
Yeah, but
You just
when they
choose not
say hi, I say hi. I look at them in the eye and I say hello. But when they over here like, so how's it going? Everything good? Look, I gotta fucking go.
Yeah, and that's the pressure of Vegas. Like we're always on a run, we're always doing this, but just taking the time to just be like, you know what, I'm having a fucking shitty week. How are you doing? And just talking, it takes 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah, you're right. And I like to do that shit to people. I ain't gonna lie. I like to do that shit to people I see that are in bad moods. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, so what the fuck's the difference?
Because for me it's funny.
Don't look at me.
I want to go pick up a pizza I ordered. This fucking bitch is over here pissed off and shit. I'm gonna go pay. She's like, I was here first. I was like, I'm sorry, I already ordered online. She was me too. Oh, then by all means. Then she paid and I paid. Then she's all pissed off over there. I went and started fucking with her. I got her laughing and pissed off. I didn't give a fuck her. But it was fun for me. For me, it made me laugh. And I laughed about her. And I laughed in front of her face. I didn't give a fuck. But then, you know, like when I see this neighbor over here, like, hi, how are you doing, neighbor? Shut up, leave me alone. Then I look away.
Wow.
That's not the right thing to do. I'm sorry.
That's really horrible.
I'm sorry.
You're a shitty person. Just want to throw it out there.
Am I?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why my back was hurting. I put all that fucking hate into my back.
Karma. I tell people, listen to me. If you believe in karma, okay, what you do in the negative sense will fucking come back to you when you're fucking sleeping. That's why you get a crick in your neck. Like I know this chick. She fucking crazy user. Like she will use the shit out of you to get whatever she can. And her body is like always fucking hurting, right? But she doesn't understand why. All right. Oh, I'm always in pain because you're a fucked up person. That's why. Because your karma is instant. Karma is instant. It's not going to take 10 years or 20 years. It's instant, right? When you put out a negative thing, right? This is what's going to happen to you, your karma, right? So, yeah, karma. Okay, it's a real shit, and it will affect your body. Yeah, it will affect your body.
And she's a shitty person.
Yeah, she's a shitty person, and she's wondering why. She's always hurt, and I mean, she's super fucking unhealthy, and but it's you create. All right, so we're gonna dive a little deep. So you have two bases to chemistry, right? There's alkaline and then there's acid, right? And 99.9% of fucking people are acid based, even though we are alkaline based beings, right? So we keep putting acid things in our body, right? So anger is manifested through all that shit, right? So you are what you eat. And so she eats really fucking shitty. So this is why your body's always inflamed. This is why you're having issues with joints and all whatever, right? So you name it. Again, if you look at the acid side of chemistry, and we go to the male and female side of things, acid is male dominant, right? This is war. This is aggression. This is testosterone, right? And then females, women are alkaline, right? They're nurturing, they're comforting, they're amazing, right? Women are freaking amazing. Yeah. So, when you're a female and you're just predominantly acid, right? You're a shitty fucking person. You're a shitty person. You have to find some type of balance in your life, and what you're eating and, what you're consuming, because you are, again, what you eat and you are what you put out, So basically I'm telling everybody to change up your fucking diet and make sure you start putting better things in your body.
Such
as fruit. I am a fruit guy, right? So fruit, raw vegetables, those are high in alkaline forming, high in anti-inflammatory responses. Get out of the conditioning of I'll say the thought conditioning of what society has said about proteins and all that shit, right? Your body cannot process proteins. It cannot process meat. We are frugivores, fruitarians. We come from a subtropic, environment. We were designed to eat fruit, right? Like, yeah, all the other shit is great. Don't get me wrong. Like the meats and the seafoods and all that stuff. What I tell people is learn how to detox your body from what you're putting in it, right? So that way you can eat whatever the fuck you want to eat, but understand what is happening to your body, right? Why are your joints are inflamed? It's not because of your fucking age. Age means nothing, right? But society tells you that it does, because remember, doctors and pharmaceutical companies, they don't deal in cure. They deal in treatment, right? They're not here to cure you. They're here to treat you, to make fucking money off of you, right? So start putting living things in your body. If you want to live, if you want to start living, if you want to have a vibrant life, if you want to be a better person, start putting good things in your body, right? We're alkaline based beings. Okay. And for the people out there that have diabetes and all other stuff, no, there's a cure. Eat fucking fruit, right? Get off those pills. Stop letting them suppress you. Cause I have so many clients that, have been on pills and medications and 10 different fucking medications. And I've had them detox for a month and now they're down to 3 medications. Right. Wow. So, it really is about what you put in your body. Right. And then, people go to the God factor of, well, God put animals on the earth for us to eat. No, he didn't. No, you didn't. Someone said to me, well, what about scavengers and hunters? How do you explain that? A fucking choice, right? So migration, if you leave from a, subtropic area environment and you migrate, right, to where it's colder, right? There's no fruit there, what they're used to, right? So guess what? There's a fucking buffalo over there. Hey, buffalo, what the fuck is that? I don't even know. but it looks warm. Looks good in the motherfucker. Let me kill it. See what happens, right? Because I need to fucking eat. I'm starving. No one desires meat, okay? No one. You desire the flavor. Like, you're not going to eat a boiled steak, right? It's fucking disgusting. You're going to eat like a grilled steak with some fucking salt on there, with some fucking garlic, I don't fucking know.
That sounds realistic though, what you're saying. Like,
yeah.
A boiled steak.
Who wants to eat a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, we always put flavor on things and seasoning. You desire seasoning, right? Which is the flavor of things. Or else, if you didn't, then you would just eat this shit regular. Like, it's disgusting.
Get a fucking steak and just blend that shit and suck it up in the straw.
Yeah, you might as well. Like, but again, we're not designed to. Like, we don't produce enough hydrochloric acid in the body to break down meat at all, right? It's a crazy response to the body. We can't process it. So, again, I say if you want, back to my God people. So yeah, if you're like, again, God, whatever, right? Well, dead tissue is not God, right? God is living, right? If you want to be closer to God, as I have a few people that are like, I want to be closer to God, we'll start putting God-like things into your body. Start putting life back into your body. Instead of death.
Hence the Garden of Eden.
You're right.
Where it was like fruits and
fucking vegetables. Like, keep it fucking simple. You know what I mean?
Just don't eat the apples.
Eat the apples, right? Good for digestion, right? Green apples preferably, but seriously, like, if you start putting life back into you, if you want to live, this is to anyone listening to this. If you want to live, you have to start putting life back into your body, right? And it's gonna suck. Trust me. I cured my asthma. I've had asthma since I was 5 years old. I did a 30-day Concord grape juice cleanse. Okay, 30 days. That's all I had, and I cured my asthma. I haven't had to use an inhaler in over almost 2 years now. Right? Like, I'm fine. I'm like, what the fuck? Because of the suppression of these inhalers and these steroids that they give us, it's absolutely disgusting. It really is. And I don't know. I just try to encourage people as much as possible to just to eat better. Just learn how to detox your body, so that way, again, you can eat whatever it is that you want. Right? You can live as long as you fucking want to and enjoy this shit. Okay? Like, you do not have to deal in death and be suppressed and have all these pains and aches and stuff like that. It's really fucking simple. Cancer is simple. It's the C word. It's their word, right? It's curable. Like, it's all fucking curable. But they don't want you to know that, right? Because there's no money in it. All right, that's my tangent.
No. So what's a good way to detox? Let's say I want to eat a steak tonight,
right,
with a cheeseburger and maybe like a rack of ribs,
right,
and drink a case of beer.
Okay.
So I want to do that because we'll just say it's cheat day,
right?
How would I
cheat day?
One hell of a cheat day, one hell of a cheat meal. But how would I detox from that?
So with all my clients, I challenge them. All right, I say, can you do 3 days of fruit in the morning, right? Like berries, blackberries, blueberries, that kind of stuff. So fruit in the morning, salad in the afternoon, and then fruit for dinner, right? Or do all fruit for the entire day, right? And do that for 3 days, okay? Preferably 5 days, right? If you can get past 5 days, fucking keep going. Because I know by that third day, you're going to feel fucking amazing. You're going to feel amazing. Because your energy response, so you're giving your body a break from having to digest the meat, the cheeses, all that kind of shit. Again, so here's a perfect example. Like, was it Dr. Morris said, it takes your entire body to burn meat. Entire. So would you go to stay warm in your house? Would you burn the walls of your house to stay warm?
Hell of a way to look at it,
right? Like, you wouldn't do that, right? So your body cannot break down meat, basically, right? So it just sits there and it putrefies, right? And the byproduct of that is gas, is inflammation, right? And we think gas is natural. Gas isn't fucking natural. For all you motherfuckers out there farting, that shit's not natural. That is the byproduct of you eating shit you're not supposed to eat, right? Like, that's what that is. Like, it's not, oh, this is a natural response. No. And the chicks out there that fart and think that shit's cute, that shit's fucking disgusting. Like, that, I can't stand women that fucking like, oh, I want to be like a man. So, you know, I'm cool. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I know I'm going off on some shit right now, but
no, that's fine.
This is like when, like, women are like, certain women are like, I think he'll like me if I fart. No, I don't. Like, you're not cool. You're not a guy, right? Wow. Like, it's fucking disgusting. Like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. In my world, women don't fart. Sorry. Hold that shit until you get home.
Do men?
No, I don't even fucking fart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously I'm going to fart, but I'm going to keep that shit to myself. You know what I mean? Maybe get some cramps or two, right? That's probably why women always have cramps, because they're like fucking, they're holding that shit in. But I respect a woman that can hold that shit in and not feel comfortable. Perfect example. Okay. I'm sitting there. This girl is at my house. You know, we're kissing, whatever. And she gets on top of me, you know, butt ass naked. I'm on my couch. And she fucking gets on top of me. And the bitch fucking farts on me, right? She fucking farts on me. And doesn't say excuse me. She didn't queef. Like, I can understand a queef. She fucking farted on me. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to fuck now? Right? But she's looking at me like, oh, like, can we keep going? Like, really? So I had to like muster up every single cell in my body just to keep my dick up. Like, and they don't take that into factor. That's just fucking disgusting, because we get thrown off, you know, and there's some motherfuckers that are into that shit. Like, oh, you know, fart in my face. Like, no.
Hell no.
My dick ain't working at all. Like, if you fucking just sneeze and fart, I'm like, fuck. Now I got to go back to my mental, right? Because you just threw me the fuck off. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. I mean, she thought it was, she didn't apologize. Fucking annoying as fuck. And I'm like, damn. And she's like, is everything okay? No, bitch, everything is not okay. Like, now I got to figure this shit out. Because now you're going to think that my dick don't work, right? Man, I got a fucking problem. But really, it's you. And I'm such a nice guy, I can't tell you that it's you, right? So, you know, what do I do? So I was like, I remember I was like, hey, why don't we go into the room? Right? Because in that moment, I can be like, okay, I can watch her walk in there. There's her ass. I can get hard again. Right? And then what happens? Like, you fucking fart again.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, like, you fucking fart. And like, the fuck? Like, and don't even say excuse me, right? Like, come on, man. Like,
man, did you go through with it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, hell no. I sure in hell would. I've been like,
yeah, you gotta let it air out for a little bit. But like, yeah, like, I just, you know, I didn't like sniff it or anything. But
that. I've been like,
she had a fat ass, and I'm a sucker for a fat ass. So
am I.
You can like,
at the same time, it's like,
nah, this was a fat ass. You can sometimes you'll take one for the team, but that shit was gross. I'm like, fuck, right? Like, it's just too much, and they don't take it to accountability of that. Like, what the fuck did you eat? It's like the same. Like, it's like women who are like, you know, you take them out to dinner, right? And they eat too fucking much. Like, I used to stop my ex from eating. I'm like, whoa, you reached your limit. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, listen, every time we go out, you over fucking eat. We get home, I want to fuck, and you can't because you're too stuffed. I said, so right now, your stomach is half full. So that means I can get my dick inside of you comfortably. And you're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay, right? So stop eating. Right? And she's just like, oh yeah, that's right. You're right. I'm like, yeah, like, come on. Like, stop fucking overeating. Like, that's just not cute, right? Like, you're not a fucking foodie, you know, and I hate that fucking term. That means gluttonous fucking pig. That's all it means. Like, you're not a foodie. I'm a foodie. I love food. No, you're a fucking fatty. Like, that's what you love.
They keep stuff in their mouth. It's like,
yeah, and then that's their excuse for eating a lot of fucking. I'm a foodie. No, you're not.
And you're like, ew.
No one is a foodie. Like, it's not. Again, it's not in our DNA, if you will. Right? Like, it's not in the body, the scheme of the body. So, but anyways, yeah. So chicks that out there, ration out your fucking food. Okay, like, I'm not saying to go on like model diets or something like that.
That goes for men too, because at the same time, like, I can eat a lot in a single meal without being stuffed. Right. But that's me.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't even like going to buffets no more, because, you know, when I used to go to buffets back in the day,
right.
And this is as low as like 5 years ago, I go to a buffet, I'll eat like 4, 5, 6 plates of food and feel fine.
Right.
I go to a buffet now, I eat 3 plates of food. I'm like, I feel like shit. And I go home, I hate myself. That's why I go to a buffet, I eat 2 plates of food.
Right.
I get a variety. I mean, because, you know, buffets will open up. But, you know, I go buffet and I eat like 2 plates of food and I feel good. And that's it. I'm done. My buddy be like, That's all you can eat? Like, look, man, I don't feel like feeling like shit. That's it.
Yeah. It makes you feel horrible.
Yeah. You know, it was cool when I could eat the shit ton, but now I'm like, man, I can't eat that fucking much no more. Give me 10 minutes.
Right.
We'll see. That's just starting to go downhill too, man. Which is fine. I'm fine with that. You know what? I don't eat 13 plates of food in a single fucking sitting. Fine. I eat what I need. I'm good. Keep going. I feel good. Hell yeah. I ain't trying to fucking eat all that shit.
Yeah.
Or like that fucking dirty bitch over there busting ass. You know, you're talking about fucking busting ass, dude. Protein shake fucking people.
Yeah.
They fucking bust ass left and right. You know how disgusting it is at a fucking live gym? You're like what the fuck was we used to go to back in the day? Gold's.
Yeah.
Gold's Gym. You see those guys that are all souped up, looking like they fucking been shooting steroids for 15 fucking years. They walk by, you smell ass. You're like, you fucking big bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Busting ass. Swole. Shut up. Like, you know what the fuck? Like, what is in all that?
That bullshit?
Yeah.
So with protein, okay, hear me out. So protein doesn't build muscles. Amino acids build muscles, all right? So when you take something as complex as a foreign protein, your body's going to try to rip it apart to find like electrolytes, amino acids, that kind of stuff, right? Well, there's nothing in that shit, right? There's nothing in meat that we need, right? It doesn't give us anything. People think that if you consume all this protein, your muscles are going to get bigger. Well, they're not. They're congested, right? They're inflamed. It's inflamed tissue. You're not buff. Right? No one's fucking buff. Okay? You go to the gym, you see these people that are all swole, right? Yeah, swole as in swelling tissue, right? Your tissue is swollen with mucus and congestion. If you were to get on my massage table, I would strip you out and I would literally have you cough up mucus, right? Because that's what's in your body, right? That's what all that congestion is. So when you take these foreign proteins that are made in, or synthetic proteins that are made in labs, so what they do is like, we can simplify protein, right, and get it to you faster versus like meat because they live in that meat world. And so we give you this protein. So it's a synthetic protein, right? So it's going to have the same effect because it's congestion, right? It's mucus forming. It's going to do the exact same thing. So in society, we think that we're getting buff and we're putting on muscle. You already have fucking muscle, right? You already have muscle, right? You can get size, whatever size you want, you can get on fruit and raw veggies, guaranteed, and you won't feel like shit. Ask every fucking bodybuilder, every power lifter. I worked on them. They feel like shit. It's a horrible, horrible fucking life, but they don't understand that that's not the way to what they want to achieve, right? So, again, protein shakes, stay the fuck away from them. If it's not fruit, if it's not veggies, raw veggies, you're not getting anything from it, period. You're not getting anything, right? And most people are absorbed, so they're not absorbing proper nutrients because of the shit that we eat, right? So then your body is congested with all this stuff we call mucoid plaque. Your body's congested with all this stuff, so you're not absorbing any fucking thing. This is why when you get older, like, in your 70s and 80s, you see these people hunched over, right? They have osteoporosis or osteopenia, which is the start of osteoporosis, which means that the body is robbing your bones of calcium because you're not getting any calcium whatsoever, right? Which is the number one thing that we need in order to really fucking function. Right? But we're not getting any of that. You're not getting it from a fucking pill. Again, it's synthetic. It's made in the lab. You cannot, put it this way. You can't outthink God because God has already figured it out. If you want perfection, look in the mirror, right? Look in the mirror. It's right there in front of you. If you want to be the perfect being, if you want to be the perfect athlete, look in the fucking mirror, right? You can't outthink God. No sports drink is going to do that for you. No steroids going to do that for you, right? It just kills you and it destroys you, right? But they don't give a fuck because they're making money off of you. So again, I say just keep it simple. Stop looking at these things as a protein source and I got to get my protein, got to get my energy. It's all stimulant based, right? You're no different than a drug addict. everyone out there that's eating meat and eating all this shit, you're no different than a drug addict. As you point fingers to the people that you know who are drug addicts, you're the same fucking person, right? Because you're eating all this stimulant-based food, right? So it keeps you high, keeps you up. Oh, energy. Oh,
Right.
right. So it's foreign. Your body, it's foreign to the body, and it weakens your tissue. It causes lymph congestion, adrenal fatigue. Like, look at men, right? We have prostate issues by the time we're like 60, right? Well, why is that? Because all the fucking red meat that we eat, right? All that meat, because as men, we're supposed to eat this. No, it fucking kills us, right? And then we have that fucking tire that hangs around our stomachs all the time. Well, what is that? Adrenals, right? They don't tell you that. It's your fucking adrenals, right? It's all adrenal fatigue. Most men have adrenal fatigue. You know, if you're out there and your dick ain't working, like, lay off the fucking meat. You know, cleanse your body. Like, I promise you, if you do this, you will achieve everything that you want, health-wise, everything, even clarity, right? We're not, I'm getting kind of spiritual, but we're not thought processing beings. And I fucking hate that term. What's my thought process? Fuck your thought process. We are conscious-based beings, right? Pure consciousness. And we lost sight of that, right? They've conditioned us into thinking, right, their way, right? So when you cleanse your body and you detox, why do you feel better? Why do you feel clarity, right? You're just like, whoa, holy shit. Like, you just like woke up every fucking time, right? So I encourage everyone, like, seriously, eat fruit, have fucking fun. It's exciting. It seriously is fun. There's nothing better than sitting down and eating like really ripe fucking pineapple. It's like the most amazing thing in the world. Again, if you look, you want your steak, eat your steak, and it satisfies you for a fucking moment. But the joy that you get when you eat something of God, right, that is for us as humans, it's the most beautiful thing. This is the most beautiful thing in the world, And I am not like a religious person by any means, right. But I understand what this is. Like, I understand what is going on and who we are and where we came from and what this is. And again, anyone that's listening, like, if you're suffering from anything, like, it can be cured. Anything. I don't give a fuck what it is, right? Like, all disease is man-made. Okay. What is disease? Disease is the disruption of energy, the flow of energy to us, right? We're all fucking electricity, right? But when we put all this dead shit in us that doesn't provide us with energy and electricity, we feel like shit, right? So fruit is energy based, it's all energy. So, I don't know. I just encourage people. I always go on tangents about this shit, but because I love it so much, because I did this, like, and I understand it, and I just can't stand what people or what society has done to my fellow humans, and I have people come to me all the time asking me for help. And they're like, Mike, my own doctor doesn't even know what this is. Can you help me? Yeah, I can fucking help you. Let's fucking go. I got people with cervical cancer. Doctor I don't know where it comes from. Really, motherfucker? It's the lymph system. If I, who's not a doctor, can explain to you in detail what's going on with your patient's body, what the fuck are you doing? They don't care. They deal in suppression, right? They deal in not cure and treatment. You remember, with cancer, the C word, their word, cancer doesn't kill people. The treatment of cancer kills people.
Really?
Yes, the treatment, right? So, what is cancer, right? It's a dead cell, right? They find dead cells. It's your lymph system. It's backed up lymph. Move your lymph. Get your kidneys filtering, right? What is your lymph system? It's your sewer system of your body. It's the same thing with your damn septic tank. Like, if it was backed up, your house is going to fucking smell, right? Right? Clean your fucking septic tank. Your lymph system is your septic tank, right? Now, here's the thing. If your kidneys aren't filtering, then you realize that your lymph system is not filtering. So this is where the swelling, the lymphedema that people get, the swelling in the ankles, people get tumors. That's all lymph based. That's all it is. That's it. That's it. You don't need to have fucking chemo, which is fucking radiation, which is like, I think of a pH of like 2 or 3. So it's an acid, right? You're pouring acid into the body that's already weakened because it's, congested of lymph. So what are you doing? This is why people are so fucking weak. And they fucking, I was on chemo and it's horrible. They're being killed.
Right.
Being killed. They're suppressing their immune system even further. And all I need to do is get those kidneys filtering. Again, perfect example for anyone out there. So blood pressure. If your ideal blood pressure is supposed to be 120 over 60 to 70, right? That's ideal blood pressure. What they don't know, what doctors don't know and people don't know is that number, that top number is your adrenal glands. That 120 is your adrenal glands. The bottom number is your kidneys, right? That's what that's telling you.
Okay.
So what do doctors do? They're like, oh, your blood pressure is really high. Let's put you on a statin. So we can trick your body into thinking that it's leveled out while you continue to consume bullshit and get worse and worse and worse. But then they say, oh, your liver's failing. Let's put you on this pill. So now you're on blood pressure medicine. Now you're on liver medicine, right?
And is that what those pills are doing? They're like tricking the body to think.
Correct. They're trying to trick the body into thinking. Your body's always going to fight a foreign invader.
Right.
Always. Right? And that being vaccines. That being, oh yeah, I went there. Vaccines. That being like anything that's foreign to the body that causes a mucosic response to the body. It's always going to fight it, right? Because guess what? God designed it that way. God designed it that way to where it's always going to fight anything that is foreign.
Right. And that's not even a secret. That's like, everybody knows that.
Right.
Yeah. That's not even like a hidden, known secret. That's like, oh yeah, your body fights everything.
Right. But they don't understand why it's fighting, right? So if more people understood, hey, eat some fruit, cleanse your body from the shit that you just ate, and then you can eat it again.
Yeah.
And again and again and cleanse.
Right.
Go on a vacation and eat whatever the fuck you want and then come back and cleanse. Eating fruit and raw veggies is your lifestyle, right? Having fun on the side of eating like, lobster. I like lobster. Eating lobster. That's my fun on the side. But then I go back into eating fruit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm detoxing. I'm helping my body detox. And, not even just fruit, herbs. Herbs are freaking amazing. They assist the body in detoxification. Mm-hmm. They're tissue specific. They're endocrine gland specific. They're amazing. They're God's herbs. Like
now fruits obviously raw because
right.
Now vegetables.
Yeah.
You prefer those raw as well?
So raw, unless you're looking at like your cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, right, which are like sulfur forming, right? So you kind of really want to stay away from those, but you're going to steam those, if anything, right? Those hard to break down. Like broccoli is hard to break down. Again, what is the natural response of broccoli? Your body's response: gas. It stinks, right? When you eat it,
okay.
Hard to break down. Your body can't break it down, right? Another way to look at it too, on an energy level, is angstroms. Angstroms is the measurement of energy that food puts out, right? Or even humans, that we put out certain amount of angstroms of energy, right? Vegetables are a lower level of angstroms than fruit. Fruit is a higher level of angstroms. Don't you want more fucking energy?
Oh,
don't you want to experience like life? You know what I mean? On like a natural high, like eat fruit. And if you look at fruit is like, what fruit's on the ground? Fruit's high up there. You pick it. It's a higher vibration, right? It's right there. It's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's right there. It's right in front of our eyes.
That's why you eat an orange when you're feeling down. All of a sudden you got like energy. You're like, oh shit, I feel good.
I feel really good because your body's like, oh shit, this is easier for me to break down, right? You're not plaguing me with all this other bullshit, these cheeses and all other stuff that I can't even break down. Look at animals. Animals eat what they're supposed to eat. You know what I mean? Like, because they're designed to eat those things. We're not designed, caveman, keto, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, if you're on keto diet and you're all like, shut the fuck up, right? Like, your body's not designed to be into ketosis that long, right? It's actually unhealthy. Yeah, you feel better because your inflammatory response is high right now, right? But you're not designed because it weakens the tissues, and you're fucking eating bacon fat, for fucking crying out loud. And you're drinking coffee with fucking butter in it. What the fuck? Like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Hey, have some bacon fat in your coffee. Oh, but bacon's good. No, bacon isn't fucking good, right? Now, let's look at bacon for a second, right? Yep. What is bacon? Bacon comes from a pig that has no fucking sweat glands. That's why it's fucking salty. So it has no filtration. So what you're doing is you're eating the fucking lymphatic system of fucking a pig because the pig can't fucking sweat, right? That's why it's fucking salty, right? Its sewer system can't go anywhere, right? They eat trash. But we're like, oh, bacon's amazing. Let me put bacon on everything.
That sounds fucking gross when you say it like that.
Yeah, when you put it like that, right? Like, oh, let's eat some bacon tonight. I don't care what he says. Bacon's amazing. Like, okay. Sorry.
But you know what? Everyone's going to eat it still. So,
yeah.
You're going to eat it, but...
Learn how to detox from it.
Right.
Right? Again, eat what you want, but learn how to detox from it.
Yeah. Pigs, disgusting. We're eating their fucking sewer system because so full of salt.
Yeah. Yeah, you're eating the sewer system, and then they cure bacon, and they do all of their shit, and they have the hickory of bacon. Like, it's again, I'm not knocking anyone for eating these things because I used to eat these things as well. I'm just telling you what it's doing to you, right? And for those of you that don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck. But don't come crying to me when you're fucking wondering why your fucking testicles aren't working, or you're getting, breast cancer or all these other things, because this is what the cause of these things are. Poor fucking eating, right? Like you look at, they say proper nutrition. That's fucking, it's a farce. There's proper nutrition is fucking fruits, berries, melons, and raw vegetables. That's it, right? Like that's it. You don't need to calorie count. You don't need to protein count. You don't need to do any of that shit. None of it, right? It's all a farce. It's just death behind what it is that they're pushing out there. Again, when you go to the gym, again, look at people, look at them differently and examine them and see them. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, how swollen they are. They walk around looking like buff cows, right? You are what you eat. You eat steak all the time. Guess what? You're going to look like a motherfucking cow, right? Like that's a buff cow. If a cow was to work out, you look the same. Like it's the exact same thing.
A bull is full of muscle all over.
Yeah, and then they had those Super Bowls where they were like pumping like all this testosterone in these bulls to create more meat.
What the fuck?
Right, and they had people. That's what a bodybuilder look like. Like, and motherfuckers out there. So if you're out there and you think that you're strong, no. Again, you are what you eat. Okay, because an ox can come in and fucking bench you in a fucking second. Outlift you, tug anything in a second. You are what you eat. You become that of what you eat, right? But if you want to tap into true strength as a human being, you're gonna eat fruit for sure. You really want to tap into that shit. It's amazing. I've been there. It's amazing.
Yeah. Now let's go back to about, what was that, 18 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. Uh-huh. You and me were working out a lot.
Right.
Because you got me to the gym with you.
Yeah.
We were two of the smallest guys. Now, you're not small by any means, but compared to these, like, big fucking steroided up fucking guys that were like, I remember one specifically, that fucking big bastard, he used to always walk around, look at us, because he was like, what was he? He was like 6'5". Yeah, he was like 250, 260.
Swole.
He was hella swole. But when we look at them lifting their weights, like dumbbells, they're doing fucking dumbbell press. We were doing the same weight or more than him.
Right.
And I've never been big. The biggest I ever got muscle-wise, 185 pounds.
Right.
And I was pretty fucking swole at the time. But it's like 185 pounds at my biggest.
Right.
You were like, what, 210, 220? What's it say?
225.
What did it say? 220? Okay, 225 at your biggest. And yet we were pressing this heavy-ass weight with ease.
Right.
Getting our workout on, we're just going. And then these guys who were like fucking, they looked like fucking massive men next to us. And we're doing more than them.
Right.
What the fuck was that about? Was that because we were eating so healthy at the time? Because we're on your diet at the time.
So we were eating like a form of health, right? So, which would be, so fish, which I primarily ate because I stopped eating meat, right? And I ate a lot of I was like a vegetarian / or pescatarian. So a vegetarian that eats fish. Right. So I was eating more fish. Fish is easier for your body to digest, right? Doesn't mean it's good for you, right? So it's easier. So there was less of that response like red meat would be, right? So it's a form of health that I was at as a vegetarian or a vegetarian that ate fish.
Yeah, pescatarian. But
pescatarian, right?
Even then, we didn't eat that much fish.
I ate a lot of fish.
At that time? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was like when we were Vidara days, when we were like just killing it. I would always eat fish, but I would eat a lot. I would eat a lot of vegetables, right? Like I would eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of grains, and grains are bad. Grains are actually bad for you. They're they call it inflammation. They're glue to your bowels. So everyone's like, what about my oatmeal? Fuck your oatmeal. All right. Like oatmeal again is glue. It's glue, right? Oh, the slow burn. Yeah. Cause your body doesn't know how to fucking digest it. So we think it's a slow burn. Well, yeah, cause it's glue. It's slowly going through your intestines. But, the veggies that I was eating, that was awesome. Right. But to a certain level, right? Like I achieved a higher level, of consciousness and strength in working out when I just did fruit, right? Like I benched more, I recovered faster, like it was absolutely amazing, So again, fruit is where it's at. I don't care what anyone says. Fruit is where it's at. Like unless you've done this, right? And this is what I told someone. I got into like a pretty heated debate because they were like, you can't eat fruit and da 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 da. And I said, listen, your way has, caused me to, at the time have my asthma still. Your way killed my mom because my mom died of polycystic kidney disease. Your way killed my mom. Your way has killed friends of mine, right? Which is that way of thinking of Western medicine. So no, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm tired of seeing death. I'm done, right? So I'm going to try something as simple, as simplistic as eating fruit. And guess what? It helped me. So you can't tell me any different, right? And so, like, I had this conversation with Mike Tyson, actually, and to kind of segue into that. And I said, I told him, I said, you should eat fruit. Like, fruit is the way to go. And he said, I can't do the sugar. I was like, yes, you can. It's simplistic. Your body can break it down, right? Like, your body loves it. And he said to me, he's like, Mike, in my years, I've learned that, your body's different from my body. Yeah, genetically, right? But the human body is all the fucking same.
Right.
It's all the same, right? So, we're in the womb. We inherit our mom's lymphatic system. So her problems become our problems. So you come into this world with a weak immune system, right? Well, what do you think is going to happen? Like all this shit. And we eat like shit, right? So it can be cured. Anything's curable, but you have to you got to keep it simple. And I know it sounds ridiculously simple, but it is. Keep it simple. Eat fruit, right? Have a fucking great time.
Don't overcomplicate it.
Don't overcomplicate it. And people do.
And that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Because we all do it. I mean, you've reached a different level, obviously, but we all do it all the time.
All the time.
And for the simplest shit, too. The simplest shit. Fruits, vegetables, preferably raw.
But yeah, fruit, raw veggies, but preferably fruit. Just fucking snack on some fruit. And learn how to properly combine. Like you can't eat, people don't know this, but you can't eat all melons together, right? Like your watermelon, your cantaloupe, all kind of shit. They don't even digest the same. They digest completely different. So when you eat a bowl of melons, right, different melons together, it just ferments on your body, right? Okay. And it just causes inflammation and acid and all this other kind of crap that we don't need. And that's what another thing too. We eat a lot of fermented things, right? Kombucha, beer, like all that shit's fermented, and it causes issues with the body. It causes inflammation. It causes gas. It causes mucus. It causes all these things. Bread, right? Yeast, right? Candida. All these, the parasites. All that shit. We eat all this fermented shit. Stop eating fermented fucking food. I mean, I love me some kimchi once in a while, but goddamn.
I love kimchi.
Yeah, kimchi's amazing.
That's going to be something hard to give up.
But it's not hard. You don't have to give it up. You just got to learn to detox from it. That's it. Don't give up anything.
But you're talking about 3 days to detox.
3 days to I want you to get used to it. 3 to 5 days. 5 days ideally. But that's going to, I want you to understand what it is that we're doing. Right. So I challenge these people, my friends, my clients to doing this because I know they can do it. I'm like, what the fuck is 3 days, 3 to 5 days out of, how old are you? 37? Out of 37 years that you've been on this earth. What is 3 to 5 days? Nothing.
I probably remember those 3 fucking days, 3 to 5 days.
But it's nothing though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck, out of how many years of suffering? Years of suffering, right? Start living. Stop fucking suffering. You know, there's no Kool-Aid here. You know what I mean? I'm not giving you any Jesus juice. Like, this is real. Like, it's so simple that people think it's too simple. It's too simple. You know, I have a friend who has herpes, right? And I said to this friend, I said, hey, look, we can cure this. What do I got to do? I said, you got to stop eating meat, right? Because herpes feeds off of that virus, feeds off of that protein, right? That acid, right? You take an acidic environment, that's what a virus feeds off of. I said, totally fucking curable, right? You're taking like 6 different medications. Like, you can do that. You can fix this. I can't give up meat. Wait, hold on. So you've had herpes for how many years? I give you the cure, and you're telling me you can't give up meat, which is the problem.
He must be one of them Valtrex fucking assholes, man.
You know, either way, right? Like, I'm like, this is insane. Dude. You know what I mean? HIV, same thing. Stop. If you have HIV, curable, totally fucking curable, right?
How? Because I might get that one day.
Well, hey, more power. Like, I want every fucking disease known to man, so that way I can like cure it and people can see. I want that shit just bubbling up on my lip, looking like pizza crust. You know, because then I'm gonna cure it. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, this motherfucker cured that shit. What happened to your lip? Anyways, so no,
I had a slice of orange and it went away. Shit.
And this is all viruses feed off of these fucking foreign proteins. They feed off of acid. They like these acid temples that we have, right? That's what they feed on. That's why they stay around. That's it. But when you take alkaline, right, which is fruit, alkaline forming, right? So we call it alkaline ash forming, and then there's acid ash forming foods, which is what the normal foods that people eat. Excuse me. But you take a fruit and it starts to change. We start to filter and we start to push all that congestion and all that acid out. That's it. That's all there is. Remember, disease, man-made. Viruses, you know, man. Look, they were giving fucking black soldiers fucking herpes. Remember, like in the history books, you know, because they were to see what it would do. But you know, it's all man-made shit. Like, that's it. That's all. That's it.
So, what you just said, man-made shit.
Yes.
Was COVID-19 man-made?
COVID-19 was hella fucking man-made. And if you don't believe that shit, fuck, I got some beachfront property in Kansas to sell you, because that shit is ridiculous. That shit is ridiculous. The fear that they put into people, and people like, and I get it. Oh, your parents, you know, my so-and-so's old and you don't want certain people to die. But guess what? These are their choices, right? Like, I stopped caring. Like, my aunt said to me, I don't want to fucking die, right? As I was at home eating like a bowl of lemons, okay? And I'm just cleansing during when the shutdown happened, right? And she's like, I don't want to fucking die, all right? Like, and I'm like, yeah, like that fucking grilled cheese is doing you any favors that you're eating. And that in you're fucking obese, right? You have COPD, like that's doing you any favors. Why should I have to suffer because you made fucking horrible choices in your life, right? Wake the fuck up, okay? Like, these are your choices. If you die, that's more air for me. I feel better. I don't give a shit anymore, right? Like, I really don't. Like, if you're choosing to live this way, don't come to me and complain to me that you're suffering, because you're choosing to suffer. If I'm giving you the out, right? And I told my aunt before COVID-19 even happened, like, hey, let me cleanse you. Let me heal you. But because of the conditioning, the mental conditioning that society has done to us in suppression, she's too weak to do so, right? Mentally, because it does take a lot, right? But do I choose life or do I choose death? And no one ever fucking dies, right? We just lose this physical form. And you enjoy being here and you enjoy experiencing the you know, what this is, right? So clean your body up, cleanse yourself. But I'm not going to sit here and suffer because you decided to make fucking horrible choices, right? Clean up your fucking act, right? Why? We shut down the world. We shut down the world for control. Open your fucking eyes, right? See what they're doing to you. It's disgusting, right? And then, like I said, during COVID, how come the rich got even richer, right? When we're sitting there suffering. Look at the stock market. I mean, I made money off the stock market because I fucking paid attention, or I knew what I was doing. But look what the fuck was going on, right? The market never fucking crashed. Never fucking crashed, right? It went down, but it never fucking crashed. And they just bought up and got richer.
Yeah.
Right? And everyone's over here worried about a fucking vaccine and a virus while everyone else is getting, like, are you kidding me? You're fighting over fucking toilet paper? First of all, you should be using wet wipes, right? Clean your fucking ass, okay? Like, seriously. Wet wipes are way better. Anyways, but yeah, like, look what happened. Like, when I go to the grocery store, people were like stocking up on meat and all that kind of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm over here like getting oranges. And I'm like bags of oranges and I'm cleansing my body. Like, I'm like, yeah, you motherfuckers are crazy. Like, seriously, look what they're doing to you. There is no fucking virus. It's all man-made. Pick up a fucking apple, right? Like, pick up remember that saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Yeah, that shit's real. That's real. You know, we used to think of it as just, but it's real. You start putting healthier things in your body, you'll see all this shit go away, you know? So I hate to see what they're doing to us, again, as a people. Like, we're supposed to be having fun. This experience here on Earth is fun. It's supposed to be fucking fun, right? But it's hell, right? Because they created so much turmoil and chaos and suppression, right? Because they want to control you, right? Wake the fuck up, okay? Like, start putting better things in your body and having fun and take back control of this shit, right? Like, take back control. That's what I'm doing. I'm having a blast. And I'm just getting started. Like,
yeah, you're always fucking traveling, going here, going there, telling about your trips. I'm like, damn, man, can I join you? You're like, yeah, man, come. Well, I gotta go to work.
Yeah,
get that little bitch.
But enjoy, like, seriously, enjoy what this is. Take a step back and enjoy the now and what this is. Don't look to the future. Don't look to the fucking past. Look into the now and enjoy this moment, right? Because this shit's fun. Seriously, like, this is a movie, you know, and you can fucking work it however the way you want to, you know. I'm doing it now. I've seen some shit. That's on the next podcast. I'm doing some shit, right? I've seen a lot of shit, and it's fucking amazing. And you know,
you're gonna want to hear some of that shit.
Yeah,
next time.
It's crazy. So, I don't know. I just encourage people to just take a step back and really look at what's going on. You know, don't get blinded by money and all this other bullshit that they're throwing at us to keep us from looking, right? Because while they're off doing this, you know, distracting you over here, they're doing something else over here, right?
Right.
And it's just to suppress us even further and further. Keep it super, super simple. Eat fruit, eat raw veggies, you know, and then once in a way have an indulgence meal. We don't even call it a cheat meal. Have an indulgence meal, right? Enjoy life and what that is, but don't consume yourself in acid and negativity. You know, again, start putting like life force back into your body.
Sounds good to me. Sounds like good advice. Good advice.
Yeah, I try.
Now, your business.
Yeah.
Want to get some information about that before we shut this down?
No, not really. So I don't. You got enough. Yeah, if you know Ernest, then you know me. So, and if you don't know me, try and find me.
And that's it. So no shout out to your business. Like, this is my business. No, you're like, nah, fuck that.
No, seriously. If anyone needs real help, you know,
then
would like to come see me, then, you know, reach out to Ernest and
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Just message me. You know, text me. Don't call me. Just text message me. You know, I'm willing to help anyone out. You know, I mean, obviously I charge money, so, you know, but I'm not like, you know, $3,000 an hour or nothing like that shit. But I'm affordable, put it that way. But the information that I